Hey guys, what is up? This is Jesse from Cotton & Coils, back with another vlog. I got some really excited things planned for this vlog. I'm going to do a review on the T-Priv, and then after that I have a very interesting and a little bit weird juice tasting that I'm going to toss in at the end. So make sure to check that out. Hopefully this vlog turns out a little bit better. I tried to take the video on my phone, but I can't figure out how to take the video and put it onto the computer. So if I had managed to pull that off, the quality would have been a lot better. I'm sure I'll be able to figure out by next week. So until then, we're gonna have to stick with this 2008 camera. It hasn't been so bad. I know it's not the best, but we'll make it work for the time being. So yeah, let's get right into it. This is the review of the T-Priv. So yeah, the T-Priv is a smock product. It takes two 18650s, 220 watts, and its claim to fame is its little light show that it does underneath all of those slash marks in there. I still think it looks like a transformer. Really reminds me of an H-Priv with more lights, and if it's anything like the H-Priv, it's going to be very highly recommended from me. 3 clicks will get you into the system, and you have your modes, your puff counter, and then the thing that stands out is the color option. You can go green, blue, yellow, magenta, cayenne, I don't know how to pronounce that, white, red, green, blue, and then rainbow. I'm gonna go with green because I feel like that contrasts really well. Then you have an option of your style of light. You have your fade, where it slowly fades in and out, your normal, or just always on. Your jump, I don't like that at all. So I'm going to stick with the fade. And then, this is what's interesting, because I know a lot of people are going to be asking about this. You have the option to keep this on when the screen is on, or it can always be on. It can be on when you're vaping. It can be off, just straight up off. And I'm going to keep it on for when the screen is on for now. Right now it's flashing red because I don't have a tank on top of it, but it is very interesting for sure. It does support onboard charging. Smock's been pushing a lot of stuff out like that, but that's kind of hard to find with a lot of dual 18650 mods. A lot of more mods have been moving towards it, but I know that's going to be important for some people who don't have external battery chargers. So you'll be able to save some money by not having to buy a battery charger with this guy. Yeah, I like it a lot. I'm not going to mess around with any of the other modes because I've never messed around with any of the other modes before. But it is 220 watts, so you could put just about anything on top of here and fire it at insane amounts of wattage. The only thing that would be not able to run at full potential would be the Cloud Beast King, but I mean, I only know a few people who actually run that at 250 plus watts. So for the average user, you're going to be good on this one. We do have the kits, and that comes with the big Baby Beast tank. And the big Baby Beast tank, it's an alright tank. It's not the greatest. Recently their coil quality has seemed to be plummeting. So if you already have a whole bunch of mods, a whole bunch of tanks, I would recommend just getting the mod itself and not the kit. Throw your own favorite tank on there, or an RDA. But if you're just looking for really cool, like starter mod, the kit would actually be a pretty good option. It's again, the tank isn't horrible. It's just lacking in some aspects of it. So yeah, come check them out. All 3 of our shops have them at the moment. I think they're pretty wicked. Coming in highly recommended. And yeah, I guess that is the look at the T-Priv. Other than that, the shop's been kind of slow this weekend. It's given me enough time to try and catch up on some of my TV shows that I'm trying to finish and get those out of the way. I don't know about you guys, but I'm really excited for Game of Thrones, the new season that just started. The first episode really got me hyped on that. But other than that, not too much has been going on. If you guys watched my last video, I'm sure you guys saw the NRG tanks. Well, we got the full Revenger kits in. Now these things are slick. I've been asking for these a while. I'm really hoping that these can replace the aliens, because personally I'm a little bit tired of seeing them in everyone's hands. We got to diversify the vapes that are out on the market. They're made by Vaporesso, and they look killer for sure. I'm gonna slap some batteries in here so that you guys can see the display. It's pretty simple. It's really small for a dual 18650 mod, but it fits in your hand really well. It's got the trigger button and all of that. It looks like a really classy mod to me. I'm loving the blue for sure, but the red is also pretty badass. I will figure that out. Next week I'm going to be doing a review on this, and I'll make sure to figure out how the clock works and all of that, so I'll show you guys how to do that. And then I'm actually going to buy one of these, so I'll vape on it, let you know how that tank is. I'll be the first person in our shops to get an opinion on how well this performs. So yeah, stay tuned for next week. I'll definitely get a review out on that, similar to what I did with the T-Privs. But that's about it. That random juice tasting thing I was telling you about. So we got these samples in, and one of them caught my eye. It's Colossus. It's made by Cyclops Vapor, and really reminded me of something, and I couldn't quite figure out what it is, but I smelled it and tasted it, and it smelled really familiar. For starters, it wasn't the best. It was never the best juice in the world. It's a vanilla custard. So if you've ever tried Big Willie's before, take that and then make it not as good. That's what this is. But the really interesting thing was I found the first bottle of juice that I ever bought, and it was this stuff. So this is that first bottle. It's been sitting for almost 2 years now, and it is actually about a month away from its expiration date. So I'm gonna taste test it while it's still good, and I'm gonna compare it to the new one. So this might be interesting. I just rewicked an RDA. We'll go ahead and taste the brand new one first, and I'll let you guys know what I think. So yeah, here is Colossus from Cyclops Vapor, the vanilla custard, the new one, I swear. Well, it's really harsh for starters. This is a 3 milligram, but it feels more like a 6. I remember the whole reason why I never finished my old bottle in the first place was because it was so harsh. I had just been introduced to 3 milligram, and this was just a bit too much for me. But it's like a eggy vanilla custard. It's a little bit hard to explain, but it's not too bad. It's not the greatest either, but I mean, I wouldn't mind vaping it. That nicotine though, that really kicked my ass and caught me off guard for sure. I probably wouldn't buy it again. But yeah, it is what it is. Now I'm gonna go ahead clean off my cotton so that we can try the older stuff. Here we go. This is gonna wreck my coils. Just in case anyone was wondering, I wouldn't recommend this. This is for science, so that you guys out there don't have to do stupid stuff like this. Now, it's not gonna be bad in any way. It's just it's gonna taste terrible. All right, here goes nothing. So yeah, that's pretty terrible. Remember how I said this nick seemed pretty harsh? This amplified that for sure after it sat for so long. It feels like almost like a 9 or a 12. And the vanilla has completely overtaken all the other notes of the juice. It wasn't the worst thing that I've ever tried before, but it was not good in a sense. It wasn't good at all. It wouldn't be my first thing to vape. But yeah, there's a comparison: the new one versus the old one. The color really distorted, and I'm sure it just about ruined my cotton that I just put in there. I'll have to re-wick it next time I want to put my own juice in there. But yeah, that's horrible. I'll never want to do that again. Well, anyways, this is the end of the vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you won't have to try any horrible juice like that ever in your vaping experience. But now you know not to try it. So yeah, I will see you guys next week. Just remember, stop by, have fun, and vape on.